everyone, I'm Steffi D.
And I'm Lisa H.
And welcome to Check-In From Away.
This week we are checking in with Warren Egypt Franklin
from the Philip Hamilton Tour. Thanks for joining us.
I had tickets to see Hamilton for the end of April with my sister, and literally I woke up one morning in February and had the most severe FOMO, even though I've never listened to the Hamilton soundtrack, that I was like, I cannot wait till the end of April. I have to buy a ticket right now and go see it. So I literally went online and bought a ticket in the front row to see Hamilton for like the next day.
So you saw Warren in the show, correct?
Oh, sure did.
So I have a crazy story about meeting Lin-Manuel Miranda for the first time. When I came off of a touring with Spring Awakening, me and the women from the tour decided to throw a cabaret. Lin-Manuel Miranda came to the cabaret.
Cool.
And I was hosting it, and I also performed in it as well. And at the end of the show, I was standing outside with a couple of friends, and Lin-Manuel Miranda came up to me and said, "Hey, that song that you sang, I loved it. It was so great." And I was super starstruck, because In the Heights had been a huge hit at that point. Anyway, so basically I'm best friends with Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Hey everybody, my name is Warren Egypt Franklin, and I play Lafayette Jefferson in the Philip Company of Hamilton the Musical.
I do want to draw some attention to my outfit, because I wore all off-white, because I know that the ensemble in Hamilton wears all the off-white outfit. How did you think that I did? How did I do?
I think you nailed it. I love it. I love the little lace too, because that's the homage to like the boys, because we wear lace in Act 2. So I love it. So when we start the show, we're actually all in white, and we call it our parchment outfits, our opening parchment outfits. And it's parchment because it's the paper and the canvas that Hamilton has yet to write on. So if you notice along the show, it's more color added, and there's all these coats and things, but I think the ensemble stays in the parchment because the ensemble plays Hamilton's family, the ensemble plays bullets and guns and books and maids and all of these amazing things, but they always remain neutral because they're just yet to be written on and written and written.
Hamilton trivia, Warren versus Steffi.
No. You're probably going to win.
I've prepared some questions for you guys, and I was thinking that what would happen is you would each take a question, and if you don't know it, then you pass, and then the other person can guess. What is Hamilton's first name?
Alexander.
Who wrote the musical Hamilton?
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
How long did it take Lin-Manuel Miranda to write Hamilton?
I want to say Lin started writing Hamilton right after college before he started writing In the Heights, but he finished Heights first. So, but I don't know the specific years. Let's say between 7 to 10.
It's 7 years.
Yes!
How long did it take Miranda to write the first 2 songs in Hamilton?
A year each. It took him a year to write the first song and a year to write the second song.
That's right.
I know this.
It's getting
what
harder.
Song did Miranda write on his honeymoon?
I may be wrong with this. Either this may be the honeymoon song, or this might have been the last song that he wrote for the musical, and I can't remember, but I'm just going to go out and say Best of Wives, Best of Women. No?
Yeah.
Okay.
Steffi, do you have any ideas?
Yeah, I know. I know this, okay? He wrote King George's song.
Okay, so what's the song called?
Can I take it from her?
Yeah, Warren, for the steal.
It's You'll Be Back.
That's right. Where did Miranda write Wait For It?
I think it's like insane that I know this, but I know this. So Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote Wait For It on the subway.
There you go. That is actually correct.
Yes!
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all.
Now we're going to move on to another little section of the trivia, and it's a finish the lyric section. Okay? So we'll start with Warren. And
I think I should be good at this one.
I'm going to say what the song is, and then I'm going to start the lyric, and you're going to finish it. So this is from My Shot, and it goes, I'm just like my country, I'm
young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot.
I know my sister like I know my own.
Mind, you will never find anyone as trusting or as kind.
All right, yeah. That's it. You have no control who lives.
Who dies, who tells your story.
There you go.
Yes.
No one really knows how the game is played, the art of the trade.
I know it.
Okay. No, that is made. Is it this?
Okay, Warren.
Rapid.
How the sausage gets made.
The what?
How the sausage gets made.
Is that the lyric?
Yes.
Okay, I don't think I actually knew that lyric. I think it's one of those things in the recording
there
that I
were
always
so many songs that I did not know the lyrics until I got in the show, and then I said, wow, that's the lyric, so it's okay.
What is the sixth commandment from the song, The 10 Dual Commandments?
Oh, crap. I would know it if I went through all of them, but we don't have time for that. So
what happens if I say number 6? Leave
Leave a note for your next of kin. Tell them where you've been. Pray that heaven lets you in.
Yeah, that was a steal, but yes, you're right.
I'm sorry I stole it.
Okay, see, so in that song, I only sing the numbers. I like go number 1.
What is the number 9 commandment?
Number 9. The last chance to negotiate.
Warren, go!
No, number 9. Look him in his eyes, aim no higher, summon all the courage you require, then count.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
How many Tony Awards did Hamilton win?
They were nominated for 16. And they couldn't pass the producers. They won 11.
That's right. How many words are in the whole musical of Hamilton?
Yes, I know this. So I believe it's 20,000 words.
It's a little bit more than 20,000, but it is in that ballpark.
Okay, but isn't it 20,000 words in 2.5 hours, and that means per minute it averages at 143 words per minute?
Wait, I think I know the answer to this.
Do you?
Okay.
20,520 words?
Yes, 20,520 words.
Okay, I really pulled that number out of my ass. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've heard it before, but like, yeah, I kind of pulled that out of.
That's right, 20,520 words with an average of 144 words per minute. And that concludes this round of Hamilton trivia.
You got to do a virtual high five.
Yeah, virtual high five.
Then I'm a little nerd. I like to get to the theater early. I like to set up and to feel the energy. I like to take in the house, stand on stage, go out, and really just like, I can't explain the smell, but it's like, y'all know what that smell is. It's like the fog and lights and seats, and it's just this like very nostalgic smell of like a show. You know what I mean? So I like to go in and I breathe that out. We do like a sound check at 4:30, 5 o'clock. We do our sound check. We warm up. I miss it so much. So I feel so fortunate that most of my day is taken up by getting prepared to do Hamilton. So I would love to do nothing more. I grew up in the hood of Cleveland, Ohio. I grew up in a place called Glenville. And I grew up on Jay-Z and Busta Rhymes and Twista and Old Dirty Bastard from Wu-Tang Clan, KRS-One. So I grew up on what some would say is gangster rap. So I guess my ear had been trained since birth, since growing up. So picking apart really fast raps was something super easy for me to do.
Do you have a favorite onstage mishap that's happened?
Oh my God, yes. So I hadn't done Hamilton for 3 days. I'd never done that. I had only ever had Mondays off. So when I came back, everything was going really good. I had some anxiety, but everything was going good. I get up to the stairs, and Lafayette's line is, "We lower our guns as he frantically waves a white handkerchief." I got up there and I said, "We lower our guns as he," and I was like, "It's an F word. I know it's an F." And I said, "We lower our guns as he fights his way through a handkerchief."
We've gone to our viewers and they have a lot of questions for you, Warren. So do you want to answer a couple of questions that have been sent along from our viewers?
I'm so down.
Leica.vc asks from Instagram, before being part of the show, what song did you like to sing the most when you were just a fan?
When I was just a fan, I kind of said it before a little bit, but I would literally play Helpless all the time. Helpless.
We have Ali Sammy on Instagram asking, if you could change the character that sings one song, which song would it be and why?
Ooh. I'm just thinking of this on the spot, but somehow if Eliza was able to sing Wait For It as like something towards like her relationship and things going on with her and Hamilton and the children and things like that, I think that would be cool. And then if we turned Burn maybe into like a Burr song and it was about like his fury and his rage against Hamilton. So I think that would be cool. Mm-hmm.
Broadway Figure Skater asked, what's been your favorite city to perform in so far?
My favorite city to perform in so far sounds cliche, but I really love Toronto. I really did love Toronto, and I'm not just saying that because I'm on this interview. I'm a city boy, so it felt good to go to Dundas Square. Is it Dundas or Dundas?
Dundas.
You know what? My mom calls
Dundas?
it Dundas Square. It's Dundas Square, yeah, I think.
My American is showing, sorry, but Dundas Square. I love going there because it felt like a mini Times Square. It felt like I was back in New York a little bit. So that was
next fan question is from Kimmy J, 1993. I'm guessing that's the year she was born, but I don't know for sure. Her question
maybe.
Do you have a warm-up drink? Like a tea, hot water with lemon, something like that?
OMG, yes, I do. So if I am feeling good in my spirits, I've steamed, everything is good, then I can have a white chocolate frappuccino from Starbucks. But I don't get whipped cream on top because that's not good for the voice, and I'm already testing the waters with milk. But like if I'm having a good day, I'll get that. If I'm like, woo, it's cold outside, I need to be uplifted, I'll get a caramel apple spice from Starbucks. And then if I'm feeling sick, I get a medicine ball tea. Get a medicine ball tea from Starbucks. And if I'm really feeling like some voodoo crazy magic craziness, I'll take a shot of apple cider vinegar before I go on stage.
Elena Mulder asks us via email, what Hamilton song do you think is the best to sing in the shower?
Hey, Elena. Room Where It Happens is a good shower song, actually. I've sang that a couple times in the shower.
Great. That's the one.
Yeah. I think Room Where It Happens. I don't know. All 50 of them are good. You know, just take your pick. Put it on.
We have another question that we got that I just love so very much. It's from Mary. We got it in the email. No last name. I don't know what this woman's last name is. Just
hey, Mary. It could be Mary J. Blige, and maybe she's such a big fan that she didn't want to add J. Blige because she didn't want her spot blew up. But hey, Mary.
Okay, great. So Mary J. Blige is asking, okay, I recently saw the documentary about the play Hamilton. I'm interested in seeing the play, but I'm hesitating because of the rap music. I find that sometimes rap speaks too quickly for my comprehension. I was thinking about getting the music from the play to see if that would help. Would you recommend listening to the music ahead of time? Would it help me understand the play?
Mary, I think that it is a very case by case basis. Because some musicals I want to be surprised, and then some I want to go into listening. But our show, like one of my songs, I do 6.3 words per second. So if you want to get that music and you want to listen, it probably would be beneficial. I would say everything is so listening, you may be overwhelmed at first, but the way it's so beautifully directed by our main man, Tommy Kail. He's just such a boss.
I have the next fan question here. It is
Okay.
Puck Heroes Art from Instagram.
I know that person. I love that person. I love their art. Puck Hero Art, I love your art. If you're watching, yes, I love their art.
So cute. Well, they have a question for you. It is, which song was the hardest to learn, singing and choreography?
Ooh, singing and choreography. I think My Shot was probably the hardest. Just because there's so much things going on around you. There's so much traffic. There's so many things you have to hit. That's the first time where like the turntable's going, but like it's going fast. You got to pass people, go through people. And just when you add in all the components of like everything, My Shot is just such a production number that it was hard to learn.
And I am not thrown away my shot. I am not thrown away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot.
Yeah, so we'll do that part. We're ready to fight. We are in it to win it. And basically the first step, you're going to take your right fist and your left hand out, and you're going to put it into each other. And it's going to be a little chug step. And you're going to take that to a 3-step to face forward. So, and I am not. And then this is the first time in the show, since the show has started, where everyone on stage is doing the same choreo facing the front. It's the very first time. And it's like, here we are ready to go. And we call this little spark fingers and a little spark chest. So, and I am not throwing away my shot. Different people do different things, but I'm going to teach you guys what I do. We're going to go over, because there are different directions on stage, we're going to go over the left shoulder for a 3-step turn around you. And when you're going around, you're going to go over the left shoulder, but you're going to start with the left leg as well. Ha, da, da.
Okay.
Yep. And while you're doing that, you're going to take a blade with your right hand, and it's going to slowly come up to your neck.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it'll like ricochet or rebound because you're going to throw it away. Shot. Right, left, right hand.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So after we go, shot, hey, yo, I'm just like my country. You bring the right foot in and stand up straight on young. I'm young. And then for Scrappy, you're just throwing a little Hamilton, little dust on there. You're just throwing it away. You literally just throw it away. And then the next part is a boxer step, and it's a pony. So your arms are going to cross. Your left arm's going to be over your right. And why is the truck beeping? Your left arm over your right, and you're going to back it up.
Back it up. Okay.
Yep, right with your right. So and then you're going to leave that left foot that you just pony up, because you're going to step on the left foot to bring your right hook over. Still close fist. Once you bring that right hook over, your hands and legs are going to do the same exact thing. So you're going to take your right hand and your right leg to go back. And then you're going to replace it with your left to go back. And then you're going to take your arm in the air to step back. And then don't take this foot off the ground. It's just going to rebound. That's great. That's literally totally great. So let's do it together with some music now.
good. Okay, that was good.
Yeah, it was so good. I'm so proud of you guys.
Really?
It was so good.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much. I
Lauren,
thank
did
you
I
guys.
get the part?
I think you guys definitely booked.
Okay.
Tell your agents you definitely booked.
Okay.
yes.
If you could only play one part in Hamilton, would you rather play Lafayette or Jefferson?
Ooh, that is hard. But Jefferson.
Is there a reason for that? I'm just curious.
He just has so much more, like, he has so many more levels. And you can just play him as an asshole the whole time, or you can have a little more compassion in certain parts, and he's fighting to get somewhere, just as Lafayette is. But it's a power struggle with his, and there's a little bit more material too that makes it fun to really navigate and work through that thing, and just to go from being one of Hamilton's best friends in Act 1 to then being his arch nemesis. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
Would you rather be best friends with Aaron Burr or have Alexander Hamilton be your dad?
Oof, those are both terrible choices. But I would not. Burr, and we've all had a friend like this. Burr, unfortunately, is one of those friends who will do whatever it takes to rise to the top. So I would rather Hamilton be my dad and at least instill in me a fight. So.
Yeah. The last question that I want to ask you, it's really important, me being a really big fan of the show. If you had to cast me and Lisa in Hamilton, who would we play?
I feel like I have to go based just off of what I've gotten from here.
Of course.
But I would say, Steph, you're definitely an Eliza. It's like I get these like angelic vibes from you, but I feel like the rage will like come out. And then Lisa, I get this very you're wise and you've owned in on your craft, but you also have like this fun side too. So like you definitely get Angelica.
Yeah.
I love that casting. I think it's actually super perfect.
Me too.
I'll be you guys' Peggy.
Yes!
Thanks so much for joining us on this week's episode of Check-In from Away.
Lisa, I am not throwing away my shot. And in Warren's honor, we are doing a shot of apple cider vinegar. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, that is disgusting. Thanks for joining us.
See you next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.